I now know the history of the ranch and that land in Wyoming. But what went down here in Oakland? Who lived on this land? What happened to them? I've lived here my entire life, gone through 16 years of formal education, and still don't know jack about the indigenous people of this land. Like, what's up with Ohlone Park? Or Shellmound Street? There's all these references to Native Americans, but they're so easy to not pay attention to, just fading into the background. But something changed back there in Wyoming. A door was opened that I can't close. I can't pretend I don't know what I know now. And I need to find out what happened here in my hometown. I walk 4 blocks from my house to the border of Emeryville, through the brand new gentrification condominiums, past the train tracks, over to the Bay Street Mall. At the intersection of Shellmound Street and Ohlone Way, I stop and look around. 360 degrees of development, all built in the last 10 years. It all has that new plasticky kind of feel, like it's a Disneyland set or something. 250,000 cars drive by this spot on I-80 every single day. I've driven through here thousands of times, but I've never stopped to really look, to really see the land below the city. What's down there? Down there. Jibba down, down, jibba down, jibba down, jibba down, like a DJ scratching archival records. I dig in crates of the past, searching for the perfect beat. Like archaeologists read rocks to tell time in reverse, this land holds history carved in its flesh, stories submerged in its structure. Starting at the surface and digging down into the unknown history of my homeland. Digging down, digging down. Hoo, ha. 2007, I stand on this land, this shopping mall owned and operated by Madison Marquette. Easy to forget where I am in the glittering glass of American gluttony. Shiny and new and on sale, 400,000 square feet of retail. Banana Republic, Bank of America, Barnes & Noble, Victoria's Secret, Old Navy, H&M, and The Gap. 264 apartments, 82 townhouses, 16 movie screens, 230 hotel rooms, 2,000 parking spaces. Adjacent IKEA. Thick slab of pavement over earth packed hard and heavy, dead in the screaming silence of the past. Digging down. Hoo, ha. 1999. Down beneath sidewalk and street. Mall construction disturbs buried bodies. Ohlone ancestors sleep for thousands of years, wake up to the sound of blaring bulldozers scraping their souls into steel boxes. Some bones so toxic they feel like rubber. So drunk off chemical cocktails, they're handled and disposed of as toxic waste. Others buried in unmarked mass graves, hundreds removed from their resting place to create space for the foundation of the new mall. Emeryville City Council calls desecrated cemetery progress, and stonewalls local and Ohlone community members who demand respect for the dead. Corporate officials play their game to win, offer losers a fake 50-foot shell mound filled with whitewashed history, adding insult to injury. Saying nothing about Ohlone burials, nothing about the thousands of bodies already removed, nor the hundreds that remain, nothing about the vibrant Ohlone community alive today. Digging down. Hoo, ha. 1981. Amidst rusty industry and economic decline, this land's assigned federal designation as a brownfield. Soil fully saturated with hydrogen sulfide, arsenic, lead, DDT residuals, and petroleum hydrocarbons. The ground bubbles with acid as volatile heavy metals seep into buried bones, bleed into Temescal Creek, run red into the bay. Muddy water poisoned before I was born. Digging down. Whew, ha. 1924. This land is sold to Sherman-Williams Paint Company. Their Cover the Earth logo depicts a paint bucket pouring blood red paint over blue-green globe, suffocating the planet as businessmen drive steam shovels, clawing and ripping the largest shell mound down to ground level. Archaeologist notes 692 bodies found and haphazardly destroyed. Arrowheads, knives, spearheads, mortars, pistols, ceremonial pipes, all devoured by hungry metal mouths crunching through hundreds of years of history. Shellmound material, calcium-rich from shells and bones, used to pave Oakland, Berkeley streets. College Avenue, Dwight Way, I-80. White people paved their modern roads with bones of Ohlone ancestors, paving the roads with bones, walking on a people's history without regard, digging down. 1876, the year Custer was killed and blood rained down on the Dull Knife battlefield. An entrepreneur establishes an amusement park, Shellmound Park, with horse track, carousel, train station, bowling alley, shooting range, restaurants, bars, and a dance pavilion placed directly on top of the shell mound. Wealthy white people flock from big city across the bay to dance polkas, Irish jigs, and fast waltzes on the graves of Ohlone men, women, and children. Literally dancing on Ohlone graves, drunk and dancing on their graves until prohibition slows the stream of amusement seekers to a lonely trickle. Ohlone land littered with broken beer bottles and empty bullet shells. Digging down. 1850. The story expands. Shellmound land, part of territory colonized into California. Golden State feeding, gold rush seething with 300,000 49ers fiending gold, rushing to mine rivers bleeding gold. Immigrant greed speeds native genocide. Disease and murder explode like gunpowder as state leaders pay white militias $1 million to hunt for native scalps. $5 a head. Over 4,000 native children kidnapped and sold into legalized slavery, while the San Francisco economy swells exponentially and the shell mounds scream in silence. Digging down. The land passes hands from U.S. to Mexico, from Mexico to Spain. Digging down. 1769. Father Junipero Serra stabs the earth with Spanish flagpole. European invaders establish mission system slavery for Ohlone manual labor. Kidnap and convert Ohlone children to save their souls from a Christian devil. Ohlone backs broken by guns and Bibles. Survival wrung like water from stone. A people's home gutted and burned, beaten, bloody, and bruised bodies. Women raped by Spanish soldiers. Diseases surge in waves of widespread death.